Okay, what is going on, everyone? It is Foul Play here. Tonight I'm just going to be picking up and playing a pile of burn cards. Now, I haven't played this deck in a very long time. I actually took this to my first ever Grand Prix and was one win off of caching. So I made day 2 on my first GP. It was with the Naya burn list, so a little bit different to this, but definitely looking forward to a trip down memory lane though. So yeah, basically differences to the deck since I last played it is the inclusion of Sunbaked Canyon as a canopy land here. We've also got Skewer of Critics, which is a nice quality of life update on as far as 1 mana burn spell is concerned. Hi Athlete, welcome. Hope you looking forward to this one as much as I am. And other than that, in the sideboard, I guess the newest addition is the Roiling Vortex, which is, anti-life gain. So can. Alright, awesome. I'm going to go ahead and get into the league now. And we'll get it happening. So yeah, basic premise of the deck is to, I guess, deal 20 damage to your opponent. As far as intricacies are concerned, there's not too many. Obviously, Eidolon of the Great Revel deals damage to both you and your opponent. An effect like a Rift Bolt will trigger the Monastery Swift Spear, but it already has to be on the battlefield for that to happen, or else it will happen in upkeep and miss that trigger. And Searing Blaze needs a creature to target, or else you can't cast it. That's probably the most complicated intricacy in the deck, I would say. But yeah, if it is and it's landfall, you basically get like 2 spells for one lightning bolt to the face, 1 lightning bolt to the creature. Be pretty backbreaking against a lot of people. Alright. So getting into match number 1 here, we're versing Marianne. It says here on my Twitch that my opponent is on Is It Blitz, or was last seen playing it 2 days ago. So that's the Prowess version of the deck. Now this deck, this looks like a very strong hand. I'm going to keep. We're 1 land short of just being like incredibly powerful. Getting down something like Eidolon of the Great Revel against this opponent would definitely be very good for us. But all our hand is missing, I'd say, is the Skullcrack. Sorry, yeah, Skullcrack's missing. What I really meant was Boros Charm or Searing Blaze. Those are probably the more impactful cards. Alright, we'll just let our opponent skip through. Also, like, a hand with triple creature, 2 of which are Goblin Guides, is pretty freaking awesome. We'll get to slam down lots of damage real quick. We've got 4 creatures in hand with the Eidolon as well. Alright, well, take your pick, opponent. He probably takes the Eidolon on the Great Revel, I'd assume. He might take a lightning bolt to stop me from like removing creatures potentially. Okay, they take the Swift Spear, so Swift Spear has the potential to deal the most damage. It's not like a great Swift Spear hand, but I guess if I top deck well, Swift Spear can get out of control pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and play our Goblin Guide. We're just going to do the old attack for 2. And opponent took 3 damage from their land base, so, you know, we're already a lightning bolt there. Alright, opponent revealed Scourge of the Skyclaves on top. Alright, so looks like we're versing a bit of a Death Shadow deck here. So weird that they didn't take Eidolon. Yeah. Seems odd to me. Oh man, we've got like double Eidolon here. Holy cow. Alright, so here I'm going to play my Eidolon pre-combat. If they've got the removal spell, they have to remove the guide before they get the top of the library trigger. If not... Yeah, so he's targeting the Eidolon with that lightning bolt. So Eidolon took a removal spell and dealt 2 damage to our opponent there. Stomping around to my opponent's hand from the Goblin Guard trigger though. Still, we just need to keep hitting them with creatures and then we can finish them off with the burn spells here. Opponent can play Scourge of the Skyclaves. It'll be a 1-1 and then we'll be able to jam Goblin Guide and start attacking. Pretty unimpressive if that's their play for the turn. Alright, so let's play a Goblin Guard. We'll play an Eidolon, and then we'll attack for 4. Completely fine playing at sorcery speed here. Alright, opponent concedes. Too many creatures. Creatures OP. Ban creatures. Alright, so Path to Exile is going to be good here. Outside of that, Core Firewalker is not too bad. It has protection from red. So I guess it blocks well and it can stop my opponents from lightning bolting it. They might lightning bolt some of our creatures. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this is a pretty good matchup for us, mostly. Searing Blaze has the option to be extremely good, or it could just be a little bit weak. We've already seen how good Eidolon the Great Revel is. Definitely like the idea of Lightning Helix and Boros Charm. Skullcrack, I mean, they probably don't have much life gain, do they? When was the last time you saw a Death Shadow deck running life gain? I think that's pretty unlikely. I think maybe if we trim on 1 Rift Bolt, 1 Skewer of the Critics as well, we'll have a pretty good deck here. Keep in mind, we also want to generate double white mana so we can get these Core Firewalkers onto the battlefield. Alright, so we've got a 4-lander here on the draw with no creature. So this is, you know, pretty much a mulligan to me. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Yikes. This hand is potentially okay. If he doesn't have turn 1 or turn 2 discard, we can creature into probably the best spell in our deck and have a removal spell. If they do have turn 1 discard, we're probably starting to look like we're in trouble, but Sunbaked Canyon can cycle. I think it's worth a keep. I don't really love the idea about going down to 5. This is by no means a great 6. Like, this hand is so much weaker than the hand we had last game. And if my opponent's like playing the Death Shadows, has them in hand, he can sort of play around the Searing Blaze a little bit so we don't get value off of it. Alright, here comes Inquisition of Kozilek. Taking the creature. Yep. Oh, cool. We find a Lightning Bolt. That's a good find. Keep on coming, burn spells. Keep on coming. So we can just like leave that in hand. There's no need to... Ooh, Boros Charm. Nice. No need to preemptively fire off a Boros Charm. My opponent did miss a land drop as well. Hell to the no. I mean, he still gets to resolve that, but he's not taking my 4 damage spell. He can just take a 3 damage spell. Alright, so he takes the Lightning Bolt. Oh, that's a good find. So far, the top of our library is being very kind to us. Our opponents missed 2 land drops now. Alright, well, they've finally made their land drop. Path to Exile looks pretty bad here because we don't exactly want to help them fix their mana, right? And Searing Blaze, we haven't enabled landfall yet. Could, like, path my own creature, but that just seems like a very dumb idea. We'll just go ahead and take the damage there. Alright, so we draw Sunbait Canyon for turn. We'll cycle this one that's already on the board. Alright, we'll play the other one out and pass the turn. So we're in no position to cast Searing Blaze. Just a bit of careful product placement there. Oh, mate. Yeah. I mean, Fanta's definitely running out there, wanting to sponsor me for all of my exposure that I'll provide. Our opponent plays the Tarmogoyf. I think we play a land and look to Searing Blaze it just to deal the 3 damage off the Searing Blaze, so Searing Blaze isn't dead. Choose player, choose creature, bam bam. And Lava Spike was obviously a very good draw there, so we'll just Lava Spike them, put them down to 5, and there's potential that we could just take a hit from the Tarmogoyf to then path the Death Shadow afterwards. We're getting incredibly close to beating them. They're all the way down to 5. Also, pathing the Tarmogoyf could be here because if they have Scourge of the Skyclaves in hand, it makes it harder for them to do anything relevant in it. Alright, I'm gonna take 1 damage here to kill this. Off them potentially having Scourge. Did my opponent miss on land drop? No, they didn't. So they got a land off the path. They play the Death Shadow. Alright, that's the creature I was scared of. One of the 2 creatures I was scared of. It's hard to play around both, right? So we find Goblin Guide for turn right on time. And, I mean, we're in top deck mode now. But opponents on 2. They don't have another blocker. They can't really attack with that Death Shadow. We'll see if this guide eats a removal spell. Opponent has cracked the Bloodstained Mire here. They're probably just bringing a shot land in tapped here, like the Blood Crypt, and then cycling Peat Land. You're not cycling Peat Land? When are you ever tapping that for mana? There's no reason to not cycle it here. Unless you're utilizing that forest, there is no reason not to tap that Nurturing Peat Land and sack it. Alright, they get there in the end. Alright, well, they're on 1. Literally any point of damage from anywhere will kill them. Team of Battle Rage? Fuck me, man. Alright, we lose. So if I didn't wait my pass to exile, I could have killed this in response. Team of Battle Rage gives double strike and trample to their creature, which means it deals damage twice. It was at 12 power, so it deals 24 damage and tramples any extra damage over the top. Yeah, that's probably my fault for using the path to exile when I used it. I could have also have held Lava Spike in hand, and I guess prevented 4 damage there. Anything I want to change? Like, list seems pretty reasonable. I don't know about these core Firewalkers, actually. Pro red? What if their creatures are red? This core Firewalker is probably just bad. Let's bring in Riftbolt, Skewer the Critics, and Skullcrack, and go with that. Fortunately, we are up a game, and we get a game 3. Or we were up a game, and we now get a game 3. Alright, double Eidolon and Goblin Guide. This is definitely a keep. Opponent might just like concede to thought seizing me. Free stomping around to my opponent's hand. I don't know why I cleared that. Oh, they played it this turn? Really? I'm going to just attack with Goblin Guide here. I think Eidolon of the Great Revel is the more valuable creature, and he's going to have to make a decision. Ooh, Dismember on top. As to whether or not he wants to take that damage. So he chooses not to take that damage, which means we get to resolve Eidolon here. Why is it not casting? Get on out there. And now if they want to kill the Eidolon, they're going to take damage doing it. Looks like maybe a Tarmogoyf. 3/4 Tarmogoyf? No? Alright, so Abrupt Decay or Assassin's Trophy would be my guess here. See what the response is. They could dismember taking 2 damage. They could do something less boring than that as well, I suppose. Reason why I'm playing Eidolon pre-combat is I think they're going to kill the other one on attack anyway. Alright, so they play out the Dismember there. And we just chill for another turn. We keep this Lightning Bolt secret for now. I'm not really that concerned about my life total. I prefer to play it in response to a discard spell, really. Even if I take an extra 2 points of damage doing that. Alright, no real reason to crack this Wooded Foothills. I guess we could potentially look to thin the library. But I don't think that's like the biggest concern here. Alright, so attacking for 2 now. If we get to deal damage here, we're like 1 burn spell off killing them, right? Because we've got Lava Spike, Lightning Bolt in hand. If they kill the Eidolon, they're going to take 2 damage, so they're going to go to 9. So we literally need a top deck 1 burn spell, and all our burn spells deal 3 or more damage. I'll play this Lava Spike here to protect it from Thoughtseize or Inquisition of Kozilek. Is opponent fetching as well? If they fetch it and don't have a blocker, it would mean they're dead to Guide or Swift Spear, but they don't. Croxa. Boy, oh boy. He's getting out Arid Mesa. That's a shame. Any other action from our opponent here? Croxer is... They can potentially return Croxer next turn. Looks like they're trying to play something here. I don't think they can play anything without being dead to Lightning Bolt, though. They have basic Forest in the deck. I don't think they have 3 basics. I think they only have 2. If they're anything like the old Grixis Shadow decks, they should only have 2 basics. Alright, so they're cracking the Verdant Catacombs as well. Shocking in that Blood Crypt, playing the Scourge, and we're just going to end it. Cool. Alright, burn things. Let's go. So, one easy match. Let's bring up my record thing here, right? Now we are on the board. Alright, so... Oh no, that text color is not going to work. Let's change it to black. Why is that not working? There we go. Except that's in slightly an awkward spot. Alright. That'll do now. Nice, yeah. Thanks. Easy games. Good matchups are good. A deck that's like dealing damage to itself, we're in a really good spot. Alright, so here we've got like a 1/1 mana creature hand as well. One lander, definitely keeping. We're on the play this time. So do the old lead with Goblin Guard. The old fearless Goblin. Alright, Steam Vents to my opponent's hand. Maybe I'll just bring that up and make it white again. It's not really fitting. Ooh. It's not really fitting for the fact we're playing Burn and not Bogles, but that's all good. Opponent leads on the Spy Bluff Canal, so they've got Spy Bluff in hand, but actually, probably there's an argument there to play the Searing Blaze and just kill the Soulscale Mage while we can. Opponent's got a double lightning. Oh, lightning bolt just gets shown twice. It's just one lightning bolt on top. They can have gut shot or mutagenic growth here, and just eat a Goblin Guide. It looks like they don't, so we're getting a nice 4 points of damage there. Man, this deck's super easy to play. It plays itself. Please go for like maximum damage this turn. He doesn't. Okay. Alright, let's just keep attacking fearlessly. As long as we deal some sort of damage here, we can then like skewer the critics to his face for 6. He can potentially block and do like a double lightning bolt, one on one creature, one on the other. See what they do. I don't think they use Manamorphose here. I think it's just lightning bolt, eat creature. Eating the other Goblin Guide. Alright, so as long as we get damage with the Swift Spear, we're happy. Because we don't have landfall, we can't get tricky and try to Searing Blaze in response here or anything. I can potentially try to kill it afterwards, but I think I just like casting these Skewer the Critics straight to the face here. Alright, so we've cast both of them. Opponent goes to 5. And if we find a land next turn, we win because we can cast double spell. We can Searing Blaze, activate Speculate, and then cast a Skewer the Critics. Alright, goodbye, Swift Spear. And opponent plays a second creature. Alright, so, I mean, it looks like he's sort of stabilized. More cards in hand, more creatures on the board. But he's on 5. We're on 18. We're at, like, absolutely no threat of dying here. And he's just dead to these burn spells. So, happy times. Go team. Man, this deck is so freaking easy. Why'd I stop playing it? You watch, I'm gonna verse something that's like a horrible matchup. I'm gonna hate life. Ooh, Core Firewalker, protection from red, not bad. Path to Exile, also not bad. The point where Core Firewalker falls off is Kozilek's return is colorless, so that could be quite detrimental to Core Firewalker, but I think it's worth bringing in anyway because it's a very powerful effect for us. So Lightning Helix seems good, as does Searing Blaze. Skullcrack is probably surplus to requirement here. I don't think blue-red is going to have that much life gain. I don't know why you stopped playing it. Also, please don't take your physical deck back. Yeah, I won't. Hey Alex, how you going? I mean, you get 80% out of this deck pretty easy. It's the last 20% that's hard to play. Yeah, true. So I got to make a decision as to what I prefer out of Skewer the Critics and Riftbolt. I think I prefer Skewer the Critics. The chance of them having a counterspell, like Is It Charm or Spell Pierce, is reasonably high. And I don't want to suspend this and then have them let them have the information and set up for a nice like counterspell. Maybe that's the wrong way to think about it, but that's sort of what I'm thinking about there. Oh, so we've got like a heavy removal hand here. I think we keep it. We don't have that much damage, but we're definitely going to have board control. Yeah. You like it as well, Glitch? All right, let's go ahead and keep it. I might just adjust this text box as well. I think it's a little too wide. Let's all right, that should be a bit better. All right, what do we find? Guide off the top? Oh my god. Let's go. Let's see if they've got the lightning bolt for the dirty guide. We'll call it a dirty guide because we top decked it, right? No other turn 1 play. Oh, lightning bolt on top for my opponent. Well, if it lives, it's not going to live for long. Burst lightning, boom. Alright, everyone pray for the poor goblin guide. Poor little guy never had a chance. Sprite Dragon, sure. Just go ahead and take that damage. Seems fine by me. I think if my opponent had mutagenic growth, he would have casted that turn. I'm just going to go ahead and assume he doesn't have the mutagenic growth and Searing Blaze here. I can get blown out, but I think it's the right line. Alright, so no mutagenic growth. Usually when I verse players like this, they just really want to get the damage on board. They're very eager to. Opt. Well, Opt with no creature on the board surely screams desperate, right? No prowess trigger off that. So he's bottomed a card. And here's the Stormwing Entity. Yep. Alright, what's he doing with the Stormwing Scries? He is putting both on the bottom. I think I want to leave Bolt in hand here and just utilize the Path to Exile. Pity playing Path it after he scries top would have been fun. Yeah, that's true. Ooh, opponent with the Lava Dart here. Sure. Light up the stage as well, yep. So coming our way. He's got Sprite Dragon, Ether Gust on top of his library there. Does that mean he's missed on a land drop? It looks like he's missed on a land drop. Alright, so we'll wait till the last possible second. We'll play out this Path to Exile now. Hey, Mana Traders. Yeah, we do. I mean, there's not too much of a competitive... Oh, there's a little bit of competitive scene here. It's just hard for big tournaments because everyone's spaced so far apart. We don't play well, but we do play. Yeah, you might be onto something there. All right, I like shooting lightning bolt at the face here. I need to start freeing up some of my mana. And unfortunately, I've only got one white mana. Oh, okay. Wow. Opponent does have lightning bolt here that we know about. So let's attack in for one, and if they look to kill it, I guess we can decide whether or not we want to Boros Charm in response. Probably not. Alright, so they don't look to kill it. Sprite Dragon, here he comes. So any spell we play can get Ether Gusted, or any of our red spells, so we might just lean on this Path to Exile here. Although if he's just going to Manamorphose or something... Ether Gust on my Swift Spear. Yeah, I'm fine with that. That can go on top. Sure. We can untap with like a big turn. If you guys don't think you play well, then I'm screwed. Oh, it's all relative, isn't it? I think we just take this and then Boros Charm, end of turn into Swift Spear Helix. Maybe I can just Swift Spear Path. Helix will put us back up to 15, 2 cards in play. We deal 5, we're still 2 damage off killing them. We know about a lightning bolt our opponent has. Just gonna use Path. You don't play well either. You're paired with Neobrand and killed turn 1 on the play, and your Heliod opponent is about to die to Coco on his last turn. To both Heliod and another Spike Feeder. Man, that Heliod deck is just crazy. What deck are you playing, Mana Traders? I didn't know people still played Neobrand. I thought that deck sort of died. Alright, so any burnt spell off the top and we get the win. Death and Taxes, okay. Are you playing the mono white variant or are you splashing? Alright, Lightning Bolt finally comes down, kills our guy. Oh, we find a different guy. Seems pretty good to me. Let's attack. Lightning bolt our creature. Alright, well, we can chill on this lightning helix for a little bit. Actually, I should probably play it there to get it under counter magic. Opponent had 0 cards in hand. I'm going to untap in case I draw land for... Whew. That's a good draw as well. So it did die. He went 1-3 in his 20, but I guess that one win was against you with turn 1, turn 2 kills. Yeah. That's unfortunate. I mean, I find in Modern, like, it's pretty easy to consistently 3-2 at the moment online, but to do better than that, I'm finding difficult. Neobrand is just a very frustrating deck. I guess if you get out like your Thalia, you can stop him from comboing off super hard, but that's probably a turn too late on the draw. And if he's going off on turn 1, I mean, that's pretty upsetting. I'm gonna call feels bad on that one. All right, we find Sunbait Canyon. We'll cycle this away. Remember when turn 1 and 2 kills got banned in Modern? Yeah. Petridge Farm remembers that one. Not much you can do against a turn 1 win. Tell me about it. Remember when Wizards cared about the format? Yeah. They'd rather protect their reputation, you know. Alright, we find the lightning bolt. Let's cast it. Hopefully they don't have a counterspell. Easy peasy. Where's that record going on hiding? Tuno, yeah, that's the one. Loving it. Definitely picking up where I left off with this deck. Fond memories of GP Brisbane. My first ever Grand Prix, and then a day 2, and I ended up 1 win off of cashing, and my final 3 matches were all losses. Woohoo! That is a cool Pikachu emote, Tropixia. Yeah, I remember my losses. The first of the 3 was to a Jeskai control deck running Snapcaster Mages and Lightning Helixes on top of a counter magic sweep, and I just didn't get there quick enough, so lost out. It's a great hand, we're going to keep. The second loss was to the mirror match, only I was playing Naya Burn, he was playing Boros Burn. So it's pretty well the mirror. And then the third loss was to, I think it was Ponza. It was either Ponza or it was a Madcap Experiment deck splashing in the, like a Ponza deck splashing Madcap Experiment. Alright, so we're versing humans. Goblin Guard's going to get in there. They lead on the turn 1 vial. Did someone say fun memories? Sounded like painful memories to me. Yeah. Thank you. So many random Pokemon. There's a Charizard too. Glitch, you saw a post the other day where someone was saying that the recent bans were because people were complaining too much and not because winners of the coast stopped playtesting. Don't know what to think. Don't know what weird world they think they're living. They're trying to protect their reputation, because if they ban too many times, it looks bad on them and they're like playtesting, but it just looks bad on them anyway, right? Because they're not policing the format. So it looks bad on them for a different reason, but it still looks bad. It's not a good thing. Those degenerate people who play slot machines like Neo Brand, and or the people who bought 4 Urs and don't want to lose $300. No crap. When was the last time Wizard bannings cared about money, like, or protecting people's monetary value? But that's a very big truth. I've seen a lot of people complaining. I guess the argument is like, just don't overextend budget-wise into something that's pretty obviously going to get banned. All right, so we're going to play out double creature here. I am going to Arid Mace to thin the library slightly. I'm pretty land flooded as it is, so reducing it down slightly is going to be helpful. Get our last basic out. And we can post-combat Lava Spike. I'm just interested in getting the attacks in first. So true, so much money gets wasted, yeah. Alright, opponent with Thalia on top, and we've also seen a Phantasmal image from the first attack. So old school humans running the Phantasmal image. Everyone moved across onto Glasspool Mimic. I guess maybe it's just turned around and gone back the other way. I'm scared here unless I draw Searing Blaze. I think we're pretty doomed. Spend thousands of dollars on new decks 2 weeks later. Yeah. I almost think they reduced the power level of Kaldheim in response to the negative impact of the like 3 sets before that. Hey, Mana Traders, thanks so much for the follow, man. Really appreciate it. But yeah, like, as opposed to the last year of like cards being released, this set was so tame. So tame, it's not funny. My opponent might upkeep Phantasmal Image me, or draw step Phantasmal Image me, pardon me, copying the Kitesail Freebooter. We find Swift Spear, that's not bad. Still kind of hard to attack in. Think if we attack in, Phantasmal Image is copying Freebooter. They find nothing in hand. They kill a Goblin Guide and the Swift Spear. No, they can't kill 2 creatures. They can only kill 1 if it's copy Kitesail Freebooter. If it's... I think we're fine attacking here. I think we only lose 1 creature. Thalia's Lieutenant will make Thalia a 3/3, Kitesail a 2/3, and Thalia's Lieutenant itself would only be a 1/1. So I think this is probably our last turn to actually get damage in here. Oh, Meddling Mage? Yeah, Meddling Mage is backbreaking. We get 2 damage in though. Name's Lightning Bolt. I think that's... I mean, that's a reasonable naming, but it's not the blowout card that's going to win us the match. The blowout card that's going to win us the match is Searing Blaze here. He trades the Meddling Mage with a guide. Yeah, it was the pod banning and the Treasure Cruise. Killed 3 decks. They had no cards you could play in other decks, yeah. There was one guy here who lost 3 decks before they even got to play them in early days of Pioneer. That was so dumb in Pioneer, man. They just, yeah, they did ruin that so fast. It had so much potential and then they just killed it. I was like really hopeful that they'd allow fetch lands in it. Like they'd unban the fetch lands, but they never seem to have gotten around to do that. I don't think we're winning this game. We're like super far behind and have no burn. We could potentially Searing Blaze, kill the Freebooter, get our Boros Charm back, and we're still 3 damage short. And alright. So good hand. Good hand. Everyone was so excited for that as well. On the announcement of Pioneer, it was like everyone was super pumped, and then just went nowhere, didn't it? I don't see really any value on the Rolling Vortex there. I don't really like the Core Firewalker either. It just gets to attack through a Mantis Rider, and that's all. It can't block Mantis Rider. Can't block anything well. Smash to Smithereens might be okay. Get rid of that Aether. Excuse me. Particularly if we're on the play. It's something to consider. So probably Skullcracks can just come out here. Then I'm probably looking towards just trimming on Skewer and Riftbolt. Alright, what have we missed out on? The inside traders were most happy. Yeah, like, did you see the price of Siege Rhino? That card went to some ridiculous price, and now it's back down to 50 cents. You glad you stayed out of it? Became stable. Yeah, I was just building like a budget deck myself. I was like building budget hexproof in there, and then it just sort of became terrible. They banned Once Upon a Time, which was quite upsetting for us. So yeah, decent looking hand here. Just gonna look to conserve a little bit of life, fetch the basic, attack on in. Should have sold your foil playset. Yeah, I think that was selling for like 20 bucks at one stage. It went crazy. See if we get Dismember here. Alright, well, Eidolon resolved. They're just running like a turn 2 Thalia hand here. If we draw land and blow them out on tempo, that'd be really good. Auriok Champion. Oh shit, I didn't bring in my Path to Exiles. Oh wait, I did? Okay. Because this is something that you could preempt. Alright. So he has Pro Red. He gains a life off that, but any spell being cast is going to deal extra damage. Actually, I should have played the Lightning Bolt pre-doing that, because now when I play Lightning Bolt, I'm just going to take 4 damage, so I'm going to chill out for a sec. But yeah, I definitely could have saved 2 life here. Hopefully that does not cost us the game. Green mana. What green creature is humans playing? Noble Hierarch into 4 damage? You've got to be bonkers. No way. How? You've taken 3 damage to play a Noble Hierarch. That is not worth. Are you looking to Exalted trigger? Is that what's going on here? I'm thoroughly confused by that. Phantasmal Image. Oh, we can... we can't really just kill this. Copying his own creature. Sure. So now we've got 9 damage in hand and opponent's on 11. Trying to lock me out of playing. Well, they're going to lock me out of attacking. They can't really lock me out of playing, I don't think. Yeah, he copied his own. That's it. Oh, that's a good draw. That's a really good draw. So if we path his Auriok Champion, we get a prowess trigger. Deal 3 damage to them. We can't quite kill them, I don't think. Can Searing Blaze here. Deal 1 to him. I then guarantee 2 damage across, so I'd essentially deal 3. I'm still short in that case. Yeah, copying the Eidolon would have made sense to me as well. I think we play this slightly slower. We're in a situation where we can only play 2 spells though, unless we lose an Eidolon. Alright, let's Alpha Strike and see what he does. Do I want to kill this Noble Hierarch before anything happens? I kind of want an Eidolon to die here, so then I can post-combat Lava Dart. Means I'd take 6, 7 damage. I'd go to 4. Hang on, isn't Path and Blaze lethal? Maybe. I don't have landfall though. If you were counting landfall, I don't have lethal here. I think I sort of want to pressure it. If I kill 2 creatures, I guarantee 4 damage. And then I'll deal 5 damage, and he can play a creature, and then I can kill him with Lava Spike, sorry. Alright, let's go for that. Oh, then I can't cast double spell here. Because then I'll go to 2 and he can kill me on crackback. 1, 7. Let's go for it. I don't know. I might not be doing this perfectly, but I can potentially kill with creatures now. He takes 4, he goes to 3. I can attack for 4. Man, right when I say this deck isn't hard to play. Yeah, but if he plays any creature here, he dies to Eidolon triggers. And I should just be able to attack back at him and kill him slowly over a few turns. Heavy balls, yeah. I think we chanced it and got there. It's attacking for 1. All right. Suspend Rift Bolt's the swagger. I should have suspended the Rift Bolt there. Okay, well, we get there. 1 life. Every point mattered. Holy cow. Ooh. Jesus. It's a tight game, yeah. Alright, do we want to change anything there? I mean, Core Firewalkers might help those like close situations where the life totals are racing. It's probably better than Smash to Smithereens here. That's the 20% you were talking about, yeah. Thanks, Tripix here. Yeah, Smash to Smithereens just doesn't seem quite good enough. It's between Core Firewalker and then either Skewer or Rift Bolt here. I think Rift Bolt's probably worse than Skewer actually, because with Thalia, you'd have to pay 1 extra mana when it comes off suspend, so it nets cost you 2. It's sort of the same. I think maybe Rift Bolt's better than Skewer the Critics. Skewer, you think? No, I think Rift Bolt. Alright, let's get into it. Super close. You said I had big balls before. Do I have big enough balls to keep this one? Oh, land on top. Nah, I can't keep this. I so want to, but I can't. Okay, this hand looks good. We're gonna keep. The difficult decision is gonna be what to bottom. Actually, that is a difficult decision. Maybe it's just Lava Dart. Lava Spike, sorry. Lava Spike's mana efficient. It gives us a mana efficiency on turns 1 and 2. Helix for sure. Am I not interested in gaining life? Opponent's on a 6. Alright, well, I'll take your word on it, Glitch. You're probably better than I am at this game still. Despite being out of commission for how long? It's a 2-mana spell, yeah. Eidolon's semi-decent. Polybucks are harder than Lava Spike. Fair play. Alright, so he's got double Horizon Canopy here, so he can't Mantis Rider. Here comes Champion of the Parish. Sucks losing game 1, because if we had Eidolon out here, we'd be in a much better spot. We do have the answer to Auriok Champion, though. Let's just get that stupid thing out of here. Two cards left in my opponent's hand. He is running out of steam, and if that's the best pressure that he can apply so far, then we might actually be in an okay spot. Probably the worst place this goes wrong is I've sort of ramped him into a Mantis Rider and fixed his mana for it. But, you know, we've put him to 10 here. We've got 7 damage in hand. I think Eidolon's just going to be a dead card this game. Maybe I should have played the Lightning Bolt there to play around the fact my opponent blind named Meddling Mage in the first game. Blind named Lightning Bolt with the Meddling Mage in the first game, where he should have named a different spell, in my opinion, like Searing Blaze. Well, we can't deal damage attacking this turn. If we just Boros Charm, untap, double bolt, we win. I think you still play the Eidolon, but you're not sure. I can spike here, Lightning Bolt, and then I can kill him next turn through a Thalia as long as I draw land. I think that's probably the best play. It's less mana efficient. I don't think he has Thalia, so he'd have to top deck it. But I think I spike here, pass the turn, Lightning Bolt, instant speed, and then Boros Charm during my next turn. And if he plays a single creature, we still have enough damage to kill him. It's just if he plays double creature. But if he plays double creature, he can take damage from Canopy. Okay. Alright, well, we just get this one. Sweet. 3-0, yeah. Easy game, easy life. Probably should have like upkept that Boros Charm, just let him know I didn't draw it. Alright, so here we are for match number 4. We've got quad burn spell, so it seems like a keep to me. It says my opponent is currently double queuing the Draft League and was last seen playing Jund. Man, oh man, you know what's a good match into Jund? It's definitely Rhymes with Urn. And I may or may not be playing it. Alright, suspend this Rift Bolt. Get her out there. Alright, opponent cracks that Spell Bomb. People are still playing Jund. That seems odd to me. Where's Yield? Target. Do I have to go like that? Okay. I worked out my own deck. So I guess we just skewer them here. Slightly less mana efficient, but I get this Rift Vault suspended. You think Jund is good for you? I've lost to Ooze. Typically speaking, it's a very good matchup for burn. Jund players really don't like the matchup. It helps if they're packing things like Collective Brutality and Scavenging Ooze, but I'd say most certainly the burn player is favored. Okay, cool. So we find Eidolon the Great Revel. Just cast that, leave the Skullcrack in hand for now. I mean, there's always going to be games that you lose no matter what deck you're playing, but, alright, well, Fatal Push is worth 2 damage there. Ooh. Ooh. Opponent concedes. Okay. Alright, so Rolling Vortex is probably needed here. There's potential for Path to Exile as well. Searing Blaze is probably bad. Skullcrack is obviously quite good. Rest in Peace is actually better than the Path to Exile here. After seeing that beatdown, it looks like you got unlucky. Yeah, I think you might have. You lost a mill while playing Birthing Pod. Dude, don't joke about that. Mill's a real deck again. It might come back to bite us. Alright, so I think 6 cards is probably enough of a boarding in, and anything other is overboarding. I think maybe we just want to look to remove these lightning helixes and just be like semi-mana efficient. Sometimes shit happens. Yeah, I mean, I've lost to Burn playing Bogles, so I mean, it happens. Alright, hands looking pretty good. We're going to keep. It's good keeping 7-card hands against Jund as well. They're an attrition-based deck. And this hand's like maybe... Oh my god. Get that guide out there. We never didn't have it. Nobody tell the opponent. He might be already too tilted to take the news. Alright, so guide triggers... Bloodbraid Elf on top. No value for you. It's probably meeting a kill spell. However, if it does get killed... Oh, it does not. Wow. Hey, Paper Job X. Thank you for the follow. And I do believe welcome back. Alright, opponent plays the Croxer here. I think Skullcrack's probably just the slowest card in our hand and probably worth getting rid of just because of that. If we Rest in Peace them, they're not really going to have a graveyard to Scavenging Ooze and gain life with, so... But we draw the Skullcrack anyway. I think we can really slow roll that Rest in Peace and just Eidolon. Ronin 6 on top for our opponents. The Bloodbraid did get shuffled away, but we know about a Ronin 6 here. Four and 0, yeah. I mean, I'm not Babe Ruth, but it's probably a pretty okay spot to call your shots here. It's the fact he's tanking this hard from an attack as well. He's like so tilted right now. All right. So we've gone to the next turn. Seasoned Pyromancer. Yeah, sure thing. It's a pretty good jump blocker. Clearly they know how to treat pizza over there. It could be onto something there, Tripixia. Could be onto something. So they discarded Brennan 6 in a swamp. I still kind of like attacking here. That seems pretty good to me. Opponent with Liliana of the Vale on top. Now we can just Eidolon here, and is that okay? Or are we forced into rest in piecing to defend the Croxer? Croxer will deal damage to them. They'll go to 11. We've dealt no damage to them. We could fire off Spike credit, skewer the critics here. We could hold up Skullcrack. I think don't overthink it. I think Eidolon is fine here. Waiting for cards to go up in price like the rest of us. Live and hope, yeah. Depends what cards you're talking about there. A lot of them aren't doing a whole lot at the moment. So you're going for the Croxer. He is going for the Croxer. Alright, so that deals 2 damage to them. I think we just discard the rest in peace. Now that Crox is on the battlefield, we haven't seen Scavenging Ooze yet. There's like 1 creature in the graveyard. I think all of this is just fine. So, Swiss Spear, attack. Commander staples are doing okay? Yeah, Commander is like definitely doing okay. There's a lot of like jank singles that are worth a lot of money and shouldn't be. So I can Swiss Spear here and Lava Spike, taking 4 damage, going to 14. Attack my opponent with just the Swift Spear and Guide, deal 2 damage to them. So I would net 5 damage, put them to 5. I'd be on 14. And then they're dead to like double burn spell. I can just attack. No. I can hold up Skullcrack and then look to double burn spell. And then they're dead to casting anything. All right, let's hold up Skullcrack, and then we could potentially do 3 things in 1 turn if we draw land. If they go for any life gain, like Huntmaster of the Fells, we can Skullcrack in response. Opponent is attacking. I think the discard is just Swift Spear here. No need to block. We have a good amount of damage on Crackback. Opponent plays the Liliana of the Vale now. See if they go for the sacrifice. Okay, so they go for the sacrifice. We sack the Goblin Guide here. If our opponent has removal for the Eidolon, we're not happy. So we don't want to give them free removal on the Goblin Guide, which they don't have to pay life for. Yeah, I can just Skullcrack instant speed here and then kill with attacks and burn spells and stuff. So, yep. Easy. Easy life. The big one. Alright. We are versing Cabs, who is currently 1-0 according to our MTG bot. And they won the die roll. They're going to be on the play. Looks like no companions. We've got a double creature hand here with a whole bunch of burn. So let's keep. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, it's Upsal spells. Let's fucking jam this goddamn Eidolon onto the battlefield, man. Moto pairings. Tell me about it. I once versed the same 8-rack opponent 2 matches in a row while playing Bogles. Needless to say, that was not a very successful league for me, because 8-rack absolutely destroys Bogles. I don't know if we can win this. I don't know. I think we're going to be a turn too slow here. I think Eidolon's good, but it's not going to be good enough. Oh, looks like he's gone for it. Awkward stuff for us, yeah. Man, like a deafening silence would go a real long way here. Oh, Charbelcher on the board. They haven't got the kill yet. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can we do it? We're like 1 damage off of doing it. Oh no. Oh no. You hate to see it. I guess we can see if our opponent takes any sort of damage here from his lands and try to kill him in response. But I'm fearful. They've got the Spirit Guide, don't they? Wait. Is it only 3 to active? Alright, never mind. They just draw a whole deck and kill us. Is this one right? Alright. What do they got? Any cards of relevance? Show me the cards. You done? Alright. So, main deck Blood Moon, which is sort of annoying for us. Maybe we can trim on Lightning Helixes as a result. These Charbelchers, Pact of Negation. So, we see triple Pact of Negation. Rats. Well, if that was triple 1-mana burn spell there, we would have had it. Wait, is Rest in Peace just OP here? Let me just check some wording. Actually, I can do that on here, can't I? I can go... should give me the text? No? Or is it card and then that? I think it's card and then that. Alright, no, never mind. Alright, thank you, Mana Traders. So, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a land card. Okay, so it's just revealed. I can't replace an effector and stop it from going to the graveyard or anything. It's not like the other version of the deck. So, I mean, Smash to Smithereens just in for these Lightning Helixes seems like the best play to me. Actually, for the Searing Blaze. Searing Blaze is awful here. Need Smash and Pray? Yeah. Well, if we were on the play that game, we would have won. So, it's kind of that simple. This is not the hand we're looking for. Alright, this hand's a lot better. We're going to keep bottom a land. Done. We'll lead on the Inspiring Vantage. Fuck. I'm sorry, fam. I can't do it. I don't have enchantment hate. I don't have the wear tears. Rip. We came like so far. Bittersweet right now. He prayed to a better god. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what his god is, but I mean, the bird gods have been mostly good to us here. But this is a bit much. Oof. Oh wow, he's going for it already. Rip. Double ritual. Alright, looks like he's got the incrate. Yeah. Into the charbelcher, into the kill. Alright, what do you bring in? So that's a nice GG. That's a nice 4-1. Well, 4-1's not bad still. Where's my game? I want to see. So information's important. So he had 3 ley lines and he hit 1 on, was it a 7? Yeah, opponent kept a 7-card hand. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, 3-2 is also money. Both teams played hard. Yeah. So we see Rogue Nature's Claim. I don't see anything else of note there. Seems like they pretty well just get to keep their deck. Alright. So that went pretty sweet. Most of the deck was kind of good, but maybe we should have a plan for all spells. But yeah, that was alright.